And it is a great day. It is a great day, y'all. It is Saturday. I'm hoping that this gives us a little bit more time to take time for ourselves, I'm going to be doing these broadcasts, these live streams every morning that I get up and have my morning. Yes, it's a great day, Patricia. I'm still getting used to this. All right, cool. So we're live everywhere. And what I have been doing is I have just been taking my morning ritual, putting it online. I pull a card. I typically will burn some sage or Palo Santo. I'm going to do both. Today, I'm actually going to pull a stone for y'all and give us a little mantra to work with. This morning, I have an app on my phone that literally spits out mantras. Shanna, health coach Shanna from Instagram. I met her on Clubhouse though. She actually recommended it to me, and it's amazing. It's called I Am, and so every time you look at your phone, you get a whole new mantra. And this one is I am building the life that I want. I am building the life that I want. And I felt like it went so well with the card that I pulled for today. And so I wanted to share that. And remember, I want us all to remember that when we are here, we're here, we're solopreneurs. If you rock with me, you're likely a multi-passionate solopreneur, which means that there are more things that you care about. It's not just one business, one source of profit. It's likely a life that you are trying to build. And so it's important that we check in and we ask ourselves, am I building the life that I want? Am I building the life that I want? And if our answer is it's not yes, that we make some changes, as needed. And so I will start with the card for today. Hi, Richard. Team Curly Executive is on the line. Appreciate you. Appreciate having you here this morning live with me. And I pulled the card for today, and the card for today is Bliss. So I don't know if y'all can see this. This is the Bliss card. The Bliss card states, I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I also allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is part of my life, right? So I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. Okay. So that is the card today. It is the Bliss card. And I love this card. I love this card because it's a reminder that we are not just here to be machines. We are not just here to pump out work, drive efficiency, drive profit. That is not what we are about. Certainly when we are not solopreneurs, certainly when we're not entrepreneurs trying to build a life that we want, we are not here to be machines. I feel like I need to repeat this over and over again, particularly for those of us who have transitioned from corporate. So when I hear this card, the first thing this makes me think of is an awesome and recent conversation that I had with one of our Club Workflow members. Club Workflow is my membership community. And I just had this discussion yesterday. We had a one-on-one. And she was talking about, making some choices. She's currently in corporate, considering transitioning. And she was asking me about my journey. And I felt so blessed, frankly, to be able to share a little bit about that with her. What is that transition like? And she's like, but things are going so well. And I understood. It's like, oh my God, you've made the title, right? So you're director of marketing. This is me. You're making that sum, right? Has made almost $200,000. I'm like, wow, okay, we're here. We're where we said we wanted to be. We're where we were working so hard to get to, and you're considering leaving. You know, maybe there's a little hiccup, maybe something, but you're considering leaving when you are highly employable, when you have a degree from a top institution, when you are making more than most people will ever make in their lives. You're considering changing that, right? And we were having that conversation, not about how do you know, but more about what is it like to come out. And one of the things that came up was the conditioning. The conditioning. When we are in corporate, when we work for someone else, what I find, depending on what level you're at, and the higher and higher you go, I found that it was like this for me at least. You're expected to be given a task to figure it out, do the work, make it perfect the first time. Don't complain. Don't ask too many questions. And by the way, be very efficient and get this done because time is money. And I'm not hiring you for your emotions. I'm not hiring you for your things. I'm hiring you to get the job done, right? That is a really corporate mentality, and it is there for a reason. It's how things function. It's how things function. It's how things get done. There is a bottom line that we have to worry about that really has nothing to do with your feelings, emotion, how happy you are, um, and what type of environment you are in. When you are a solopreneur, especially if you're a multi-passionate solopreneur trying to run multiple things, you have to get out of that mindset. It will destroy you. It will destroy you. All of your moments of bliss will be optimized. um, it will not leave space for you to be all of you. And it'll make it really hard when the human parts of you start popping up because you'll work very hard to weed those out and to make yourself the same machine that you were for so many years. And so when you worked in an environment like that, when you've worked in a place where it really was about your output and not your energy and not all the other things, it is really hard to tell your mind that there's more things that are important, that and that in order to build the life that you want, that you may have to do things differently. And so when I see this card, I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent about this quest. The persistent rings very true to me. Having transitioned from corporate and from those high-paced environments that are focused on efficiency and that are focused on getting the job done, I had to find ways to take what I learned from that, right? The efficient, super amazing plans, Mélissa. Hi, Coach Shanna. and the like human Melissa who actually wants to build a life that she enjoys and combine those. To be honest, I had to kill efficiency. At some point in time, I had to kill efficiency. I had to kill perfectionism. I had to kill the things that I thought made me awesome in corporate and dig deeper and find a deeper truth within myself so that I could understand that that wasn't my value add. That while those things were important, while they could help me help other people, that wasn't what it was about. Okay. So, again, our card for those of you who've just joined is the Bliss card. And it says, I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I'm persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating around and within me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. Thank you for the love, guys. Thank you for the love. Meditation is part of my life. And so I'm going to talk about one of my business lessons today. This is my hair flower business. So camellias and curls. The flowers that I'm rocking. I'm in the flower studio, so the flowers that I'm rocking, and y'all can't see on Instagram, but if you are on the live stream on Facebook and YouTube, you can see these beautiful drawers. They are all packed with flowers that I make by hand. And so I make these by hand. This one actually came from Paris. I met the last remaining independent flower maker in Paris. He made this one. Isn't that fun? And he shared with me some of his secrets. Okay. And I speak about this one because this was classic. This was my first business when I left corporate. And I distinctly remember a conversation with someone who was like, yeah, this all sounds great, but I don't see how it can scale. How can these things scale? And so I started doing the traditional route of moving into wholesale. I was like, okay, well, I've got to get some customers. I'm going to wholesale this. I'm going to start pumping out these flowers. And I did it. I got employees, they started making flowers, and I started losing the part of the business that I enjoyed the most. And so what I will say to you is when I read this card, make sure you are finding your bliss. Make sure that you are, what does it say, persistent in this quest. I also want to remind you that our job is not to outsource the happy parts of our business, right? So like literally don't outsource the part of your business that you started your business to do in the first place. I see people and they're like, yeah, now that the business has grown, I don't actually do the thing that I wanted to do. I don't actually make the flowers anymore. I'm not part of that. Sometimes we'll say, okay, this one thing is selling really well, so I'm just going to keep making it and make more of it and more of it and more of it. Hi, Vanessa. I see Vanessa joining in. I know she has a handmade business too, right? So I'm going to keep making this thing because this is what the people want. But if you started your business because you absolutely love designing and creating new designs, how does that work? How does that work when you're like, yes, making your 6 figures, but you're like 1,000 into the same exact flower that you actually don't like anymore? I see some people resonating with this, right? It doesn't quite work. And so I had outsourced, I had optimized and made it so efficient that the part of the business that I loved was gone. I was no longer doing that part. And then I was like, oh, it's okay. I'll just do this for certain events. And then the rest of the time I'll do what I love, right? It doesn't work. And so instead of outsourcing, right? Outsourcing these menial tasks, the doing, which I loved, right? And not the thinking, which I should get paid more for, right? I had to find different innovative and creative ways. So sometimes when we love something, we want to do it. And we do also need to make a certain amount of money. We have to find innovative and creative ways. So I started selling flower courses, flower kits, live. Sorry, my alarm was going off. Live classes, things like that, right? So ways to find other sources of income, but still focus on the things you love. So again, the card, I'm persistent in this quest. I seek and find moments of bliss. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. And so I'll talk about this part, the second part of the card. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and live a life free of fear. And yesterday is a great example of this. Yesterday, I was so happy. And this is a typical day sometimes in the life of an entrepreneur. And you wake up, you're excited. You get ready. You're going to film. You're going to knock out a bunch of work. It starts really great. You're on a high. Everything's going well. And then something happens. And yesterday, my power cut. And I'm like, oh God, the power cut. And we recently had a snowpocalypse and people were making fun. They're like, it's going to be the heat apocalypse now. And I told myself, nope, not going to spiral down. The power cut. Normally I'd be frantic. Like, oh my gosh. I had just launched a Target Customer Challenge. And I was so excited because I'm like, we're going to kick it off day one. We're going to do the live stream. I'm going to start selling this to, I'm going to open it up to external people. I'm going to sell it. It's going to be awesome. I was all dressed up. Clearly no live stream, no internet. Actually, when the Zoom cut, I was on a co-working session that I was hosting. And so that was a whole thing. I was trying to manage that. And I have a new kitten And she climbed up on me and she started sleeping. And I was like, I don't have time for this. But I said, okay, I guess this is a sign to rest. Let me go take a nap until this power comes back on. I didn't get a lot of sleep. And so yesterday I slept. I posted to my community. I let them know what was going on. And I took that nap. And sure enough, when I woke up, there was power. And typical Mélissa would be wanting to get this done and being like, I need to do it. I need to do it quickly. And then I'd be doing a live stream at night when people are sleeping. The people who were supposed to see it in my community. It makes no sense, right? And so I was like, no, I will just wait and we will kick off tomorrow. They do have pre-work they can do, right? This may be better for my customers, but also I'm not going to live in this life of fear, of stress, saying, hey, I cannot be human. I cannot have things that happen in my life that I react and respond to. Like, there's been too many things happening in my life recently, so I can't do this anymore, right? Have you ever told yourself that, right? So I'm not going to be human. I'm not going to let life happen. I'm going to fight against it because I need to deliver. And I need to deliver why? And the reality is there's a fear behind that, right? Because maybe my clients will leave me because, they'll think I sold them a bill of goods, because even though I've been showing up 4 months, even though I've been delivering, because I failed at doing this one thing, I'm now a fraud, right? There's so much of that fear that sits behind. And yesterday was a great day because I was like a human being. I said, okay, we don't have electricity. I'm going to post something up. We are going to get this done tomorrow. It's going to be amazing tomorrow. Yes. I got up, I woke up, I put on my makeup. Tomorrow might not be that day. Today was not that day, right? But that's okay, right? I need to sleep. I need to process these things. I need to have the energy that I need to bring to the table for the people that I need to support continuously, not just today. Me having this freak out moment today is not going to help me. It's not going to help anyone around me. But also, I am not a machine. You know, whoa, you should have a generator. I do actually have a generator. We bought a generator, Grand Rising, Vanessa, Grand Rising. We bought a generator when all of this snowpocalypse happened, but we haven't been able to get the parts, which are also sold out, to put it in. And so we're creating backups. But this would be, again, typical spiral. Oh man, but you brought the generator and you said you were going to fix it, but you haven't fixed it. And why are you? None of that happened yesterday. And again, it's because, right, coming back to our mantra for the day, I am building the life, right? The life that I want. I'm building the life that I want. Are you building a life that you want? Are you building a life where you can be a human being? Are you building a life where things can actually happen and it's okay? Are you building a life where you are not under so much pressure that everything has to go perfect at every single minute, or else you are not a legitimate business owner, or else you're not delivering? How does that even make sense? Isn't that what you were leaving in the first place for many of us? Isn't that the reason you decided to be an entrepreneur, to build something better? Not just better for your customers, but better for you, right? A better environment for you, a better environment for your employees, right? And sometimes we're like, let's just outsource that stuff. What about the person you're outsourcing it to, right? So those are my thoughts today. So yeah, find your bliss. Work hard to keep that bliss, right? Check in with yourself. Are you building the life that you want? Dig into those fears. Like, what is the fear behind it? I think for me, I'm finding the fears are like, if I'm not perfect, everybody's going to go away. I'm going to be alone. If I'm not perfect, then maybe I'm not as legitimate, right? I think when you get into a space where you're doing something for yourself, people start questioning you being legitimate, which is a conversation in and of itself, right? But the short version is, so let's say you worked for a company and you were doing all of the work and delivering things. And now you work for yourself and you are delivering those same things to people. Why is it any different? Right? Why is it any different? But now I have to prove that I'm legitimate. When XYZ company started by random, you know, man, however many years ago, Joe Schmo, says this person is legitimate, you're legitimate. But when you're like, hey, I'm the same person with the same experience, and by the way, I'm doing the same thing, you're not, you've got to prove yourself, right? It's a little silly, but conversation for another day. I think today I would just say, just be you. And I'm just going to lean into the fact that bliss is important. The stone I had for today, I did pull a stone for today. I haven't pulled stones on morning moments with Mélissa, but I'm always rocking with stones. If you could see my setup, you would see I have literally 100 stones near me. I posted a picture on my personal account, Mélissa. You can see my office. And today's stone, though, is this one. So this one. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I'm looking at the live stream. I realize I've been looking at Instagram. So if you are on YouTube, Facebook, YouTube and Facebook, I apologize. I have been looking at my phone. I have not been looking at this camera up here, not new camera, but this is the stone for the day. It is a beautiful lapis. So lapis, and it is the stone of truth. It is the stone of truth. And so I think that if we are to find our bliss, if we are to be happy individuals, the reality is we have to be honest with ourselves and we have to dig into the truth that only we know. And that frankly, we learn over time. We learn over time by doing, we learn over time by checking in, we learn over time by having those deep and true conversations with ourselves. And so that's what I'll leave you with today. That's what I'm digging into today. If you're hearing the alarms go off on the live stream and if my Insta is cutting off, it's because I do have an event today. It's called Trust Your Flow. And today is the visioning day. Today is the day we actually dig into ourselves, our dreams, our whys, our wants. And so I love it. I love it. It's a perfect moment to end. I do have to go and do some of that work today and also get camera ready because I am filming. But dig into your truth, find your bliss. I'm going to read the card one more time. It is a sleepy morning for me. I was up hanging out with just myself for like an hour and now I'm back. I love that my 8 a.m. CT crew is here. We will be back on Monday on Clubhouse at 8 a.m. Central Time. So I can't wait to hear y'all. Since I don't get to hear you in this form, I do see the comments still in the love. And the card says, one last time, I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is part of my life. And so this has been our morning moment. Thank you for everyone who joined us on the gram. It's quiet on Facebook and YouTube this Saturday morning. But if you're watching this later and I've become Saturday morning TV for you, throw up a comment and thank you. Thank you. Sorry for not looking at you. There was just nobody there when I was filming it. Insta, thank you for rocking with me. I love my morning crew. I appreciate y'all so much. You don't even know. And yeah, stay tuned. Lots of IGTV stuff coming on. I will be back on Clubhouse more. Just give me a moment. I'm actually hoping to put these on Clubhouse too. I just need either a second phone or an iPad. So I'm working on that part. But yeah. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I will see you soon. Hi, boss nurse. Thank you. I will post all of these. The recordings will be live. I'm going to be doing this pretty much every day when I wake up. Assuming everything's working, I'll come on, we'll talk, we'll chat. And also stay tuned. This week is the Target Customer Challenge. So in Club Workflow, we are doing the Target Customer Challenge. I'm going to open up this challenge. We have about 6 or 7 people in Club Workflow rocking it with us, but I am going to open up this challenge in to the public, and I'm going to make it a sweet deal because it's my first time doing it publicly. But we are doing a 10-day Target Customer Challenge. So for 10 days, there will be live streams. That is completely free. So I'm going to come live. So if you're into Target Customer, come through. So we are going to do the live stream completely free. I see some bubbles. So please, it's going to start today. Today is day 1. So if you're seeing this, perfect timing. Today is day 1. And I'm going to be teaching on Target Customer every single day. If you join on YouTube or Facebook, you'll be able to see slides. If you come on Instagram or on Clubhouse, if I get it up there, you won't see slides. So definitely follow Curly Executive on YouTube and on Facebook. You'll see the slides. So doing that live every day for 10 days. And then there are worksheets, prompts, workbooks that go along with this. Definitely, if you're interested, if this is work that you need to do, hit me up for those. I'll make that go public in a way that you can pay publicly without DMing me. But if you're like, I need this in my life, DM me and I will make sure that you can purchase it. We're going to keep that very reasonable. I think when I launch these in the future, they're going to be $37 challenges or something like that. I'm going to make sure that the worksheets are available under $20 so that people can take advantage of it this time around. So hit me up if you want that. And 10 days of Target Customer. I'm going to go. My alarm is probably going to go off yet again. I have to go teach for 5 hours today. Chassis flow day. Thank you guys. It's been a slow start to my morning, and it's always great to see the love and to share this time with you. And I appreciate y'all so much. Have a great and blessed day. Bye. All right.